So guys, today we are watching the worst matchup of Tyler against Night Elves. Let me tell you, playing against Night Elf as an orc player isn't an easy thing because it's very difficult and complex matchup, because as an orc player you have to pay attention to many things during the game. There are also many different styles from Night Elf players. They can play basically any single hero they want to. They can play Demon Hunter with Keeper of the Grove. They can play Keeper of the Grove with Naga Sewage and All in You. They can play Keeper of the Grove and Alchemist. They can play Demon Hunter and Panda. They can play basically almost anything. Same when it comes to the composition of units. You can play Dryads, Bears, or you can go for fast expansion with Keeper and Alchemist and go for Mass Archers and Huntress. So, as I said, there is many things to keep in mind before getting confident in that matchup. So, as we see, Tyler is going to face Keeper of the Grove, but he doesn't know it yet. We are on the observers, so we know it before. He's going to play Blade Master, so I guess he will try to play Blade Master with Mirror Image. He's playing with Headhunters. And first thing, very important thing, if you want to play Blade Master Mirror Image, it's better to go with Grunt first. What do I mean with Grunt first? It means that basically when you get your Blade Master, you also, like 2 seconds later, get your Grunt for creeping. If you are getting Blade Master and Grunt, and you creep with your Mirror Image, you waste lesser amount of mana of your Blade Master, and you take less damage because you have help that comes from your Grunt. So I would say that it's better to play Blade Master Mirror Image with a Grunt. Now, unfortunately, Tyler will be forced to use his second Mirror Image, which means he's losing so much mana. If he went for Blade Master with a Grunt, that camp would be already crept, and he will be creeping almost now second camp. As we see, Keeper is already creeping the second camp. He's using his trends to creep, so it helps with damage. It takes also some damage, but overall the strategy isn't bad at all. So going out of the base is a little bit dangerous. I would rather say it's better to creep this camp than this camp and this camp, so you get level 3. This, and this. It gives you level 3. Plus of attack plus 5, that's a good item. Critical strike as a second ability, correct choice of ability, but we know that Tyler is a huge fan of Blade Master, so he's always going for the correct skills. Now, it would be nice if Mirror Image could scout that there is a Keeper of the Grove. And now there is a little trick. If you know that you are up against a Keeper of the Grove, you need to be careful as Mirror Image Blade Master player. Because if you let Keeper get level 3, it means he will get his root on level 2. And if you cast a root on a Headhunter and then attack that Headhunter 3 times, 3 or 4 times, it depends with what damage your Keeper hits that Headhunter, because as you see, there is damage from 22 to 28 damage, so it depends what roll you get. So it's about 3 or 4 auto attacks, Headhunter dies. So a root, 3 or 4 auto attacks from Keeper, and Headhunter is dead. And as you see, Keeper has 300 maximum mana, which means he can cast many roots. So that's why when you are playing against Keeper, usually you are trying to keep him on level 2. Blade Master is level 3. Tyler has his Voodoo launch. I need to repeat myself. Unfortunately, the placement of that barrow and this one is bad. First of all, this barrow is very easy to destroy. Second, This barrow is blocking path. So when Tyler will try to go back, he will be blocked. He needs to heal as quickly as he can. Keeper is trying to hunt down some headhunters. Actually, he isn't. He's just creeping level 3. He wants to get level 3. He's playing archers with Huntress. Beautiful cancel of healing by that illusion. Okay, and now there is also a little trick. I mean, it's not a trick. The thing you can do when you are healing your Blade Master, before using heal when your Blade Master is like half HP, try to use illusion and then use a heal on your Blade Master. So you get 2 illusions that are running with you. Oh, see? Root. You can basically say root means a kill. So there is a one headhunter. There is a second headhunter in a moment. There is Shadow Hunter. He's going for Serpent Wards. Yeah, and he's dead. That headhunter is basically dead. I'm not sure if going for Serpent Wards is a correct call right now. I think that Hex could be better, because with Hex you can kill Huntresses, and these Huntresses already have armor upgrade, which means they are heavy armored. Yeah, a Headhunter, like Headhunters are just dying. Okay. So I would like to pause the game. I would like to run it, but I have to pause it. I have to pause the game. So, whenever you are up against a Keeper of the Grove and you are playing Blade Master Mirror Image, you want to move, you want to keep at that stage of the game when your opponent is aggressive, you want to keep your Headhunters in the back of your base and wait for a Spirit Walker, because he gives you a Spirit Link. And Spirit Links lets you micro with your Headhunters easier, because they take lesser damage. Also, it's harder to kill a Headhunter. Or you want to get a Kodo Beast. Kodo Beast. Why a Kodo Beast? Kodo Beast has at 1000 HP points. It can also devour a Huntress. So whenever your opponent is trying to root a Kodo Beast and kill it, most likely he will fail because of the huge amount of that Kodo Beast. So that's important. Another thing is that you want to go for Hex. You are hexing a unit, and remember, when you are hexing a unit, it is losing its armor type. So it basically means that Huntress under the Hex is unarmored. So you are dealing more damage to her. So please keep it in mind. So the way how you want to counter this situation is just waiting for your key units. One Spirit Walker and your Kodo Beast. And then you are trying to fight. So you need to learn patience. To be patient. I mean, Serpent Wards aren't that bad choice, but it's better to play Hex, trust me. It's just better to play Hex. It also depends, you know, it's an RTS game. You also need to remember this is an RTS game. So, for example, if that Night Elf would bring some Wisps for this fight, of course, it's better to go for Serpent Wards, because Wisp, when it's detonating itself, it also dispel the abilities, right? Debuffs. So Hex is a debuff, and a Wisp can cancel it. Let's say dispel it. And there is a Nagasi Witch, which means this Night Elf wants to kill Tyler right here, right now. So as I said, you need to be more patient in that matchup. I mean, this Barrow is helping actually in this game, but it's still not the best placement. Now Spirit Link, Spirit Link, Spirit Link. Oh, okay, I see also a little problem. Okay, I don't want to tell about too many mistakes. Oh, he brought Wisps, but late, very late, so... I would say even because he wants to play Ancient Protectors. Okay. It's 28 against 47, so Tyler is in a bad situation. He's going for grants right now, but unfortunately it's too late for grants. The way how you want to play against this composition right now is Kodo Beasts and Speedwalkers. And this is an all-in, that's why you want to defend it that way. When he is going for Ancient Protectors, just stay back, just stay in the range of your barrel, for example this one, and get your Demolishers. One Demolisher is enough to defend that tower rush. But you have to be patient. And Tyler is dead. He can try to heal himself, but unfortunately this one is over. This one is over, unfortunately.
The player's forces are under attack.
3 grunts. He's trying to defend, but there is nothing he can do right now. 50 supply against 33 and a supply block for Tyler. As I said, at some point this barrel will be a problem. It's just destroyed and now Tyler is supply blocked. I know these games can be frustrating because I'm also suffering against these strategies on the top Warcraft level. I am not a professional player, I'm a semi-pro player, which means when I'm meeting, for example, a player like Live, who is the best knight in the world right now, I can win one game of 10 games against that guy. But it's still nice to win a 1 game out of 10 games against a top 1 Night Elf in the world. Okay, so we have our first game. So, quick summary of this game, what we can say. So, the strategy itself wasn't that bad. You just need to remember, if you are playing against Keeper of the Grove, you don't want to let him get level 3, because then he's just killing your headhunters. If you can't stop him from getting level 3 and he's attacking you, just wait for a Spirit Walker, get your Spirit Link, and then fight with that guy. If he's going for a huge amount of Huntresses, Kodobis, devour Huntresses. Kodobis is a very good unit against Keeper and Huntresses. So please keep it in mind. And we are going to watch second game again against Night Elves. So now we are watching second game of Tyler against a Night Elf player, and I believe this is a game against a Demon Hunter. And playing against a Demon Hunter is a very difficult thing, because he has a very annoying ability which is called Mana Burn. What is Mana Burn doing? Well, guess it just Mana Burn your mana, right? The thing is, the ability of Mana Burn has a little cooldown, which means it is a very oppressive ability. Because of that, you're losing your mana very quickly and you basically can't use your skills. But, of course, some players, tryhards, are always trying to find some solutions, and we have a solution how to fight against that thing. But it depends what strategy wants to play Tyler, because usually on the top level, this is not the top level, I'm aware of it, we are playing Blade Master with Windwalk, not Mirror Image. But he's playing with Mirror Image. What does it mean? It means that it will be very difficult to survive the early game against a Blade Master, with Blade Master Mirror Image, against a Demon Hunter with Mana Burn. Why? Because you don't have almost any tools to stop him from mana burning you. I mean, you can try to stop him from mana burn, but you need to use your grunts or headhunters to block Demon Hunter, to keep him away from your Blade Master. And it requires so much micro that even top players might have some problems to deal with it in the early game. So Tyler is playing once again Blade Master Mirror Image with Headhunters. There is one good news for Tyler. This is the best map for Blade Master with Mirror Image, because you can pull with your Mirror Image this golden camp and creep it almost for free. He's creeping, and you see, let's continue the game. He is creeping with his Mirror Image. Unfortunately, he takes so much damage because he doesn't have a grunt. And also, Wisp detonate itself and takes away more mana from Blade Master, and here he comes, Demon Hunter with mana burn. Let's pause. Okay, so at this point he won't have any more mana. No way. So how do you want to play after losing your mana? Now, first of all, you need to build your, you need to get your T2, so you need to tech up, and then go for your Voodoo Launch. So you are ready to get a Clarity Potion to regenerate your mana, and you need to constantly produce Headhunters. Because you use Headhunters to keep Demon Hunter away from your Blade Master. And this is a very tough situation. Now attack. Now you have to attack Demon Hunter. He creepjacked Tyler. He took that Troll Trapper, which isn't ideal, unfortunately. And now Tyler is in a bad situation. He's building, and he's building right now his Voodoo Launch, and he gave this position to his opponent. Unfortunately, if you are playing Mirror Image, and this is a very important thing, like for real, I'm not joking. When your opponent is very aggressive against you, like this guy, the placement, the best placement for your Voodoo Launch is behind your base. So somewhere here, or maybe here, but he will destroy it anyway if he scouts your base. So the base placement is to build it over there. Otherwise, he will keep destroying your Voodoo Launch and you won't do anything about that. You can do something about that, but you have to stay at your base, basically, right? So you don't get any value. And Night Elf is producing archers, and then he's moving with his Ancient of War to that camp, and he's creeping that camp with archers only. Yeah. He needs to build his Voodoo Launch as quickly as he can. Poke with Headhunters. You have to poke Demon Hunter. Every time you can, poke him with your Headhunters. Move away your Blade Master from Demon Hunter right now, because you want to keep that mana for Mirror Image, and there is a mana burn. That's why you want to keep a distance from Demon Hunter. It's not easy. This is a very... Okay, now you need to get prepared to block him, and Tyler is doing that. So, look, okay. So, Tyler, like, his gaming mind tells him what he's supposed to do. He's trying to do it, which is a great sign, right? But he isn't keeping a distance between Demon Hunter and Blade Master. This is a very difficult early game for Orc. It's very difficult because the only thing that Demon Hunter has to do right now is just running around and mana burn, blocking you from creeping level 2 and level 3. So this is the only thing that Night Elf has to do right now. And Tyler, he needs to try to build his Voodoo Launch, getting his macro ready, fighting against that Demon Hunter who's stealing his mana all the time. So it is very frustrating and difficult. But if you want to play Blade Master Mirror Image, unfortunately you have to be ready for that kind of stuff. It's not easy. Go away. Go away. Go away. So the thing that Tyler can do right now is move back to this position, come here with one Headhunter, pull one of the Warlocks, go back to this position again with that with the Headhunter who pulled that creep camp, and creep it over there. So you shouldn't follow that Demon Hunter right now. You have to creep. You have to creep. And because you don't have mana right now, you need to go for easy camps. I mean, when you have... I bet that Tyler is frustrated because of this game and he doesn't have any mana, so he might do little mistakes, like, as I said, this is a mistake. You want to creep this camp. But I'm not surprised, because I'm getting annoyed by Demon Hunter too. He's a very oppressive hero. Very, very. The most hated hero in the game, by the way, is Blade Master, and the second most hated hero is Demon
A
Hunter.
player's forces are under attack.
Yeah. So Tyler, unfortunately, is losing units. So what's the mistake right now? Tyler shouldn't have chased that Demon Hunter. He should have moved back, and creeped that camp. Because you can't keep the speed of Night Elf in the early game, the playstyle. He's just doing many things faster than you can in the early game, so you need to survive until level 3, and most likely you can be in a good position. But now, unfortunately, Tyler lost 2 headhunters. He lost so much time. Demon Hunter has way more experience than Blade Master. He's going for Bestiary, Tauren Totem. He needs to harvest that wood. He needs to chop it, otherwise he will be blocked. Or maybe, I think riders can get out through that way. Yeah, I think, yeah.
A player's forces are under attack.
And that Demon Hunter. He bought Boots of Speed and he's still mana burn, mana burn, mana burn, mana burn, mana burn. It's difficult to play against that guy. Hex. Great. That's a great choice. But you want to creep. Okay. It's very hard to show the playstyle you should keep against Demon Hunter if you are watching the replay. But basically, when he's so aggressive, you want to creep anyway. But you want to creep easy camps on your side of the map. It's very important. You can't go aggressive on the opposite side of the map because it's easy to get creep jacked. So you want to creep your camps, but do it slowly. You want to get value, even little value over time. If he's trying to creep jack you, just poke him with headhunters. It's very difficult to play. But overall, Blade Master Mirror Image is a decent strategy at this level. Tyler is like almost 1400, so if he learns how to play early game against a Night Elf, Mirror Image can be very, very good. That it will give him so many wins. But he needs to understand the early game against a Night Elf, because it's the most important stage of the game against Night Elf when we are playing Mirror Image. And now Roots is just killing him. Yeah, Night Elf has a huge advantage, unfortunately, but it's 33 supply against 37. Night Elf is spamming Dryads, so he wants to be aggressive even more. I mean, it's still playable, but he can be frustrated so much. It's still playable. (41 against 36), and now, okay, is he fighting? Okay, and now, in this situation, you want to go for Dryad first, always. You want to ensnare the Dryad and go for her. Because she has a slow, which means you can't micro units because they are getting slowed down. Another very important thing, you want to, when the fight starts, you want to spam the Spirit Link on all of your units. It's very important. And don't get baited into focusing Demon Hunter, because he's just very tanky hero. So don't get baited. And now he can't run. That's why, see? That's why you have to... Oh, Tyler left the game, okay. Tyler just said, okay, I'm done with that stuff. It's too much for me. Demon Hunter is just too oppressive hero and I'm done with that. So it's a very difficult early game, but as I said, you can try to do some things. What I would recommend to do after this one game, so I think that Tyler should try to play with Grant. Go for Blade Master and a Grant build order, then creep with that, and if you are getting harassed by Demon Hunter, just poke him with your Headhunters. Just poke him with your Headhunters, don't be over aggressive. You need to calm down the game and survive until you get your Shadow Hunter. You don't want to lose too many units. Unfortunately, using 2 Headhunters is a little bit too much because he didn't even trade these Headhunters. I hope Tyler can get better. I have so much fun watching him. He is a funny and very specific community, by the way. Guys, thank you for watching that little piece of advice for Tyler. I'm trying to do my best to to help some of the players. I mean, most likely they're not watching it, but at least I can tell viewers of Tyler what he could do, and maybe his viewers can coach him on his chat when he's playing Warcraft 3 and he's representing his community. See you, have a good day or good night. Bye guys.